Welcome back to Doctorpreneur. I'm Cliff Oxford, founder of the Oxford Center for Entrepreneurs, and I'm here with some of the most innovative entrepreneurs in the city. And that certainly includes my co-host, Dr. Jeffrey Gallups. And Dr. Gallups, in this section, we're going to talk about food and medicine. Beforehand, you said you are what you eat. That was coming from the doctor orders. And today, we have people who are making that food. We have with us first Cindy Brown. Cindy is the owner of F&B, and we're going to get to her. But right here next to me, Dr. Gallups, I have a true visionary, Richard Thomas. And next is Caleb of What Now Atlanta. Caleb runs the What Now Atlanta blog. He's the founder and editor, reporting on health scores and reporting on real estate openings, and we'll get to Caleb. But first, let's go to Richard. We know our Thomas Grill is a healthcare entity. It is in its own right. You invented the food such as Energy Soup. Why did you do this?
Well, it started with a young lady that is now very famous. Her name is Donna Gates. Donna Gates' husband was my lawyer. After I sold Bojangles, I wandered for a while looking to do something, and I found this little restaurant in California that I liked, and I kind of duplicated it. And then my lawyer would come in and bring his little wife, who was not famous at the time, but had just finished writing a book called Body Ecology Diet. Very, very famous today. And she said to me, "You have poisoned more people than anybody in Georgia." And I said, wow, help me, Donna. So she spent 6 months in my kitchen helping us understand that you buy quinoa for your grains, you use coconut oil for your oil, you use unclarified butter, and that's how we got started.
Dr. Gallups, how important is the diet as far as a preventive medicine?
Well, it is that old adage, you are what you eat. So, you need to have balance in your life and your food. So the key to good health, I think, is good nutrition.
Okay. And then next we go to Cindy Brown here, owner of F&B in Buckhead. If Dr. Gallups gives one of his patients, you can't have gluten.
Not a problem.
Can your kitchen accommodate that?
Our kitchen can accommodate any dietary needs, and we've got plenty of gluten-free options. The halibut, the sea bass, steak frites is even gluten-free. So you've got many selections you can choose from.
Okay, Caleb, let me come to you. I see these juice places opening all over town right now. Who's going to make it out there in this juice business?
Well, Arden's Garden definitely has the most locations. There's some clever or tongue-in-cheek type of juice bars opening up, like Kale Me Crazy, and there's a new location in Buckhead called Juice's Roots. But I think the challenge is to keep prices down. A lot of these juice bars aren't offering an organic product, and I think that kind of defeats the purpose.
Okay, Dr. Gallups, I was at Cold Life Organics this week, and they're trying to deliver what you serve at your restaurant. And my first question, coming from a background of UPS, said, how are you ever going to make a profit? Do you think sometimes entrepreneurs get into the business without really knowing the technical details of it?
Well, they probably do. Most doctors do that. But I'm impressed that somebody's actually trying to do this, because if you have a consumer who's willing to pay for that and that quality, then that's a business model.
Caleb, every time I go in Richard's restaurant, I see famous people. Are you seeing that in the restaurant scene now? They seem to promote that a lot.
Right, especially with Atlanta becoming the Hollywood of the South. You see more celebrities than ever before. And, they need to eat, and they need to eat well. And so that's why they're popping up in all of our restaurants.
Cindy, is there privacy? Is that a big concern?
It's a very big concern.
Absolutely.
When they come to Atlanta, they want to feel welcome. And I feel like it makes our city look very immature to publicize every time someone walks through the door. So we've always protected their privacy.
Dr. Gallup, I'd like to turn here to Caleb real quick. We're seeing things happening at Turner Stadium.
Correct. Well, the Braves are moving to Cobb County, and the big question has been what's going to happen to this big part of downtown. And so Georgia State is actually looking to acquire it. and in partnership with Carter and Columbia Residential, build a $300 million mixed-use project there that's going to have retail, housing, a 30,000-seat football stadium, and some other amenities.
I mean, it seems like if you put one in Turner Stadium or the Phillips Arena, R. Thomas, Deluxe Grill, with all these pretty birds, is that in your making here? Is that coming up?
No. The only way that I might open another store is if I lose my lease, because I'm in really a high-tech medical area next to Piedmont Hospital, and I've got 2 years left on my lease.
Now, Dr. Gallup said you are what you eat as long as you pass the health score. Have we had any health score failures?
Well, there are health score failures every month, and we publish those on whatnowatlanta.com. And in April, there were 15 failing restaurants in Fulton County alone. And my heart is heavy to learn that Desi Spice was one of those. It's an Indian restaurant at the Midtown Promenade that is within walking distance of where I live. So I have to say I may have to sit that one out for a little bit.
Okay, Cindy, any upcoming things with F&B, another location? So as we wrap up here, you got another location in you?
Not necessarily another F&B, but a different concept, sure.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Caleb, what about, you want to give us any departing news with What Now Atlanta?
Any departing news?
Yes.
I would encourage you to go to whatnowatlanta.com to see the latest news on what's opening and closing in Atlanta's restaurants and retail.
Dr. Gallups, what do you think about this section? Do you think you would go to F&B and R. Thomas Grill as a medical doctor?
Absolutely. And I've been to F&B many times. Great things on the menu, well-balanced diets and all.
Very good.
And to your grill, I need to be there, because you've got great items that are great for people, and people need to check that out as I am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. You and I will make a trip,
Let's do it.
and maybe we could even round up Caleb to go with us.
I'm going tomorrow.
And I'll tell you what, I'll buy.
All right, we're going to hold you
I'm
to
all
that. We're all in. Thank you so much, and we certainly thank you for watching. We'll be right back with the finance of healthcare.